Hey y'all, my name is Liz, and I'm not allowed in some bars. I'm a writer and filmmaker, and I want to start doing YouTube videos. Um, I feel weird about it. I feel very uncomfortable right now. People are wondering, maybe you're wondering, oh, if you're so nervous, why do you do it? Why are you pushing yourself to do something you are uncomfortable doing? And it's like, well, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 anymore. I'm done. I'm tired of applying and not getting any callbacks. I am tired of the job market and where it's at right now. Um, and I just want to do what I want to do. I see other people are doing it, they're making it, so why not me, right? Um, Also, I have just been in this groove of pushing past my fears, right? Um, I grew up like a shy, quiet girl, had a really hard time speaking in class, and as I've gotten older, I've really just gotten tired of being scared of not speaking up. And yeah, just got tired of being the way that I was. So, as I've gotten older, I've done things where I've done improv. I took a stand-up comedy class. I had a stand-up performance and things like that. And like, yeah, it sucks in the moment, but coming like out of it, after going through it, I feel I have a lot more self-confidence. So this is just another thing that I'm trying to do to push myself to get rid of my fears and yeah. So I thought I'd do this little video, a little bit of a get to know me Q&A, something low stakes, so that doesn't involve me filming a lot of b-roll and doing a lot of editing. So let me just dive into the basics about me. Like I said, I'm a writer, I'm a filmmaker. I've been working in micro budget films for the last 7 to 8 years. My role has predominantly been set dresser. I just kind of fell into it. I made a friend in like a storytelling class, and she had a friend, made her an art director on his film. She saw me in class and she's like, you fit the vibe for this film, like help us out. And it was just me gathering like posters, like home decor items and things like that, and setting that up for the scenes that they were filming. And then basically we all got along. I just kept getting asked back. They liked my work. I became sort of like John Waters is like the Pope of trash. I'm more like the priestess of trash. That was my like niche. A lot of the films I got asked to work on involved me trashing a place, like Squatters, like Nest, like Depressed Alcoholics, Living Room, an abandoned like warehouse and things like that, which was, I'm grateful for it. It was very low stakes. It was very easy. I just essentially collected trash around my house, and I would haul it to set and just throw it away when I was dead. So that was cool. As for being a writer, I really just work on my own stuff. I also help other people with their like screenplays and their stories, their graphic novels. I love doing that. I love really getting like an overall look at what they're doing and finding like things to like sweeten up. I love trying to like identify their themes and point things out to them, giving suggestions where they want them. And I really just like I was the kid, like English class was my favorite class. So when we were doing like literature, where you like read the story, analyze it, and pull things apart and things like that. I like doing that for screenplays. I like finding areas to improve upon, things like that. right now my writing project is Mary Mads and the Raider of the Secret Snack Stash. You can find that on my Instagram at Third Eye Blazing. Traditional spelling with all letters, no spaces. It's really fun. God, I'm not good at pitching yet. Just go read it. It's fun. It's sort of like how would I describe it? It's sort of Gravity Falls meets Malcolm in the Middle, sort of family dynamics, a little bit of like an X-Files like touch to it. I would love to see it as a comic book graphic novel series and also an animated series. So go check that out on my Instagram. I also throw it up on my Patreon at Tales of the Mundane. So education, it's a lot. Like I didn't do the typical college route that most people do, like going to like your 4-year university, getting your bachelor's, maybe going a master's, or maybe you did like 2 years community and transferred out. I did not do that. I had to pay my own way through school. So I also in high school let me rephrase. I spent a lot of my earlier school years going to like fundamental schools, and this was during the time of the like No Child Left Behind Act, so there's a lot of pressure on schools when it came to testing, because if you failed in testing, you would lose your funding. So it was just it became a lot of rigorous like academic work, right? And I was just like, I'm over this. I'm tired of doing this. So by the time I graduated high school, I kept my promise to myself I made when I was younger, when I said like, as soon as I get to college, I am taking whatever I want to take. I do not care like what happens. Like I'm gonna learn what I want to learn in the order that I want to learn it. And that's what I did. I went to community college. I went to Orange Coast College, and I spent my first semester doing like half general ed and half art classes. And after that first semester, we had to go talk to like a counselor about like what we wanted to do, transfer out and things like that, and set up like your education plan. I had to go. It was a really long line. I think I was in line for 2 hours because just the entire school was like waiting in line to get these like plans done, right? Because the school had to meet whatever requirements. And by the time I like sat in front of a counselor, I told him, I was like, oh, you know, I want to transfer to art school. And this guy, I don't know what I was thinking, why I thought he would have knowledge about art schools when it's just a public community college. Anyways, he just Googled art school and pulled it up, and I was like, well, it looks like you got to do this, this, and this. And I was like, okay, I really could have I've done more work, more research on this than you have, and this was a giant waste of time. And ever since that day, I never went back to the guidance counselor. I stopped taking general ed, and I was like going through all the art classes in the catalog. I'm like, this, that, I'm gonna take that. So that's how my education kind of went until, no, that's how it had been. I started college in 2008, and I didn't really stop going until about COVID-ish. I kind of came back in COVID. I'm gonna say around 2022, 2023 is when I really kind of stopped. I haven't gone back. God, that's a lot. That's like more than 13 years. Who do you know that's been in community college for more than 13 years? Willingly, right? I didn't think anything of it until one of my old coworkers and friends, she pointed it out. She's like, she's a teacher. She talks to her high school students, and she's like, you know, I know someone like who just did it differently. Like, you don't have to do college the way you're being told by guidance counselors. Like, you can do it your way. I was like, oh, like, okay. Like, I didn't think it was that unique, but okay. No, that's cool. So essentially, I just went through an art foundation That's drawing, painting, photography, sculpture, 2D, 3D design, an intro to like computer graphics, drawing in perspective. What else? I think after that I went into a graphic design program, so that was more design techniques and skill sets, but it was also heavily focused on like Adobe software. So it's like Photoshop, Illustrator, Dreamweaver, Flash, back when Flash was relevant, InDesign, what else? InDesign, there's also like typography, history of graphic design. That was pretty much it. And then from there, I ended up going into, I did printmaking. So that's like screen printing, that's block printing, that's intaglio, it's, what else did we do? Collagraphs, Shinkolay. I ended up being a printmaking like teacher's assistant for about 3 years. It was not paid. I just generally liked being there. And there was just this loophole of if you take a class too many times, you like have to move on. But at that school, you could either pay to use it as a studio, which was like a couple $100, or you could be a volunteer teacher's assistant, and all you had to do was like sign a waiver saying the school's not liable if you get hurt. So that's what I did. Yeah. I also kind of went through like a narrative illustration program there. I did not finish the last class that was required to get the certificate. I did not like the teacher. I did not think they were a good fit for the position. Yeah, and I just prioritized who I wanted to learn from rather than knocking out certificates and degrees. Because I don't know, I think like what's the point of a degree if your teacher was shit, you know? So after I kind of went through the narrative illustration and like walked away, I did some fashion classes. I actually ended up finishing my general ed later on because I was like, well, maybe I want to like transfer, maybe. It was okay. I didn't end up transferring to university. But then after that, I took about a year or two off just to work. I got promoted at my retail job. I was a supervisor, so I was working more hours. And I kind of exhausted the classes that I wanted to take at that first college. About 2017, I went back. I went to Fullerton Junior College, and I went through like their entertainment design program. Nothing like, I didn't like finish any like specific like track or anything like that. It was just me taking classes that I wanted. So I went into 2D animation, 3D animation, drawing for entertainment, drawing in perspective, storyboarding, digital drawing. What else? I did video editing and special effects. So that was like learning Premiere and After Effects. And then I started taking a storytelling program, and that's where what led me to like where I am today. I realized that I did not want to be an artist. I did not want to draw. I did not want to animate. I don't want to do any of that. What a way to find out. Taking art classes for 10 plus years and realizing that you never wanted to be a visual artist, you wanted to be a writer. So I'm glad I didn't spend big university money finding that out. I spent community college prices. But yeah, I went through that program. I actually audited that program 2 more times. So that's a total of like 3 years. I went through that, just taking the classes. Do I regret going through college the way that I did? No. I had a lot of teachers in like the art department kind of telling me the fields that I wanted to go into. Degrees were desired but not required because it ultimately came down to can you do the job? Like, let us see your portfolio. Got it, you got the skills, okay, cool. Like, can you show up on time? Awesome. Like, are you easy to get along with? Can you meet a deadline? That's pretty much like the core requirements. You don't even have to have all of them, just maybe like 2 out of 3. I was like, okay, so that's kind of why I kept going the way that I was going. It was a little nerve-wracking, I will say, because you know, especially in those like early years, like you go to like a community college and like you kind of see some people from high school, like you ended up going to the same school, but maybe you don't have to like the same classes, but you see them on campus. And it got hard because I started seeing people leave, see them on social media, they're graduating, getting bachelors, getting like entry-level jobs of like in their careers, and like I'm still in school and like working retail. So it was a little like causing me a lot of doubt, but ultimately, like, I don't know, I just kept doing it. I kept signing up for art classes. I was like, I know this is gonna make sense someday, and like it has. You know, I can say all these years later that I have like quite like a toolkit of skills that I utilize in film and writing and like these creative projects, so I'm very grateful for that. I'm able to communicate my ideas with people who can help me execute them, which has been fantastic. And it's also just giving me like the ability to pivot when I need to. Just having enough of a skill set to be like, oh, like you need this done, I can help you with that. Like you need that, all right, cool. Like how much you paying, right? So that's kind of the nuts and bolts of me. Like I don't know what else I'm going to talk about on these videos to come. Okay, I have like some idea. I really want to talk about movies. I want to talk about what's working, what's not working. Why is this movie trash? Just talk about fun stuff, like me going on trips to Friends of the Library, and like what movies am I picking out? What I'm up to, I guess vlog style, right? Like I have a hard time believing that people are interested in my day-to-day life. Like I know I have people tell me they're like, vlogs are like popular, they're popping off, like people like hearing about it, so I'm like, okay, let me try it. So I don't think much about like what I do day to day, but maybe someone else does, which would be cool, you know, I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm just gonna get to the Q&A portion. Ready? Okay. What's your favorite way to spend a lazy day? Let me tell you. I love sitting at home and playing Cult of the Lamb. I'm very much addicted to playing it. I take very good care of my followers, and they tell me every day. What else? I also like playing Crash Bandicoot, specifically the Insane trilogy, the first, second, and third game. The, what is it, that fourth one? It's About Time. I love playing it. What I do is I play Cult of the Lamb. I realize like I am like game rotting, like I'm just cycling and looping through like all the little things, and I'm getting like over it, but I'm having a hard time transitioning out of it. I turn on Crash Bandicoot, It's About Time, because that game, like I have a need, like I want to complete this game, I want to get all the gems, I want to do all the things, but it is so hard. And it's like it gets so hard that like I will like eventually get so pissed off that I will like put the game down and go do something else, which like it's good, like I need to, you know, switch it up, right? I don't want to game rot all day. This game is ridiculous. If you don't know, in the first 3 games, you know, like you accumulate lives, but if you run out, you have to restart the level, right? Not in this one. In this one, you have infinite lives, but they count and keep track of how many times you have died in the game. And there have been times where I've been playing a level, the same level, like half the day, and I look at the death tracker, I've died up to like 85 times across like a couple of hours. Like it is like it's enough to like pop a blood vessel in your eyeball. Like that's how frustrating it gets. I need to calm down. My favorite lazy day, the rest of my day would be throwing on Gilmore Girls, maybe like America's Test Kitchen or like PBS like cooking channels. I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of PBS cooking channels, like Simply Ming, Pepine, Julia Child, Vivian Howard. What's her thing? A Chef's Life. That one I really like. America's Test Kitchen is like always on it. It's like I kind of like, it's just cozy. There's no stakes, there's no anxiety or tension. It's just like, here's how we do this. It's very like, it's cozy, you know, and there's really good food. What else? Oh, I love a good like Trader Joe's snack spread. I love doing their JoJo's. I love doing like all those like frozen appetizer like shits you find in the freezer aisle. Their OJ, the orange peach mango. And then like if I were to top it off for like a dinner or like a, what do you call that, dinner? It'd be like a pot of mac and cheese. That is, I'll tell you right now, that is like my ride or die food. Like if I could only eat like one meal for the rest of my life, it would be mac and cheese, and I'd chase it with like some Lactaid or something. Cause, and then let me even break it down further. Like if we're talking mac and cheese, it's like, okay, I have my box go-tos and I have my restaurant go-tos. My box go-tos are the Stater Brothers Deluxe with the shells and like the liquid cheese sauce. Like that is for box. But then there's cheese powder box mac and cheese. That one is Goodle's Chetty Mac. That is like as close to like my childhood Kraft mac and cheese dinners as like I can get, and it is so good. But what do? I don't do like the butter and the milk when it comes to like the powdered like cheese mix. Like I do like a dollop of sour cream, stir that shit up, drizzle some sriracha, maybe some black pepper. Oh god, I'm drooling. If we're talking restaurant mac and cheese, my favorite is, I have three. They're stacked. That one lets you customize your mac and cheese. I like doing like extra cheese sauce, sauteed mushrooms, roasted garlic. I might throw in some chipotle sauce and like some chicken, like chopped chicken, or adding breadcrumbs. Oh. Beach Pit mac and cheese is really good, and smoked barbecue. I like getting, because it comes in like a little skillet. I like getting that, but sometimes I'll also get like their chili mac on the side. This is how ridiculous I am with mac and cheese. So my brother and my boyfriend's like birthday, their birthdays are close together, so we do one dinner. We went to Smoked, and I ordered, it's like the side of mac and cheese because they don't do an entree. I ordered the side of mac and cheese, and then I ordered a side of their chili mac, and I had that, and then to like kind of like round it out, to, I don't know, make it so it wasn't so much like a heart attack, I had like a side salad. So that's my jam. And if I don't have mac and cheese, I really love making this creamy Cajun chicken, like Parmesan cheese, like pasta thing. It is so rich, so decadent. Love it. I will leave the chicken out so I can eat more pasta. I'm not a healthy eater. I mean, I balance it, but let's be honest. I live to eat. I don't eat to live. Let's say that. You know, my stepmom told me that when I was like a kid. Hated her for life. That was so rude. Anyway, okay. Next one. What are my favorite books? Right now, I'm really into cozy murder mysteries. How do I describe them? Female protagonist, living in a man's world, maybe like it's the 90s, right? So these adult women like grew up in like the 50s and 60s. They're kind of like homemakers. They straddle the line of like we have enough money to get by, like, yeah, there's more money, but that's like saved for the kids kind of thing, you know, just sort of like you make enough money to be a stay-at-home mom kind of thing. There's usually a like a bestie involved, and like it's just really like a lot of quips, a lot of like little like back and forth like comedy kind of thing going on. The series that I like is the Jane Jeffrey mystery series by Jill Churchill. I just started getting into I don't know how to say her last name, Mary Diam. Her bed and breakfast murder mystery. I just finished one of her books. I want to check out the rest of her series. And the other one is the Savannah Reed murder mystery series by G.A. McKevitt. She also does Granny Reed mystery series, which is like Savannah's like grandma. Love all those. I'm trying to fill out my collection, so I have all the books and I can read them all in order. But what I like about those is like the way that they put them out. You don't have to read it in order. Like you can pick up any book in the series and like they always like establish the basics of like the character and like their life and things like that. So you're always like caught up on what's important, and then you get into the story. Let's see, my other favorite go-to book, I think like one of my favorite books is Norton Schuster's The Phantom Tollbooth. I really like that book. I read it originally in middle school as part of like an English class. We got to watch the animated movie by Chuck Jones. I recommend it. It's cool. I read the book again like as an adult, and like it just made me cry. I was like, oh, because it drops so much like really great like life wisdom, you know. Like what's one example? One of the big ones is, you know, Milo, this kid, he's like, you know, like if I hadn't made so many mistakes, like we wouldn't be here or whatever. And it's the reminder of it's important to make mistakes, and it's important to know why those mistakes were made, so that you can like basically like work from them. And it's like if you hadn't made those mistakes, you wouldn't be here at the end right now, you know. Like the mistakes have their place, and they're great lessons for like how we can like go further in life. I'd like to do like a little like series where I kind of go chapter by chapter, like talking about the Phantom Tollbooth, just because it's like every chapter there's something like a little focus of like, yeah, like what is important, or like what do we need to know, right? As like adults, I feel like I appreciate that book more as an adult now. That's why it's my favorite. All right, next, favorite movies. So I have like favorite movies, but then I also have like heavy rotation favorite movies. And what I mean by that is I'm the type of person to make a playlist, whether it's music or movies. I will loop that playlist and it will go on and on for like days, months, maybe over a year. And right now my like heavy rotation movies are Charlie Brown's, the Halloween, the Thanksgiving, the first Christmas one. I threw in Valentine's Day, Arbor Day, and Easter. Those are like heavy rotation right now. I think I had those going for 3 months before like I took like a little bit of a break, but then I brought them back. The other one is Harvey, featuring James Stewart. I saw it as a kid, I think around like middle school. I actually first saw it on, I think my family took like a trip to Utah for like the Shakespeare Festival. Like that was just something we did one time. and I saw the stage play, and I thought it was great. I thought it was hilarious, and I later found the movie like years later, and that's also heavy rotation. It's such a cozy movie. James Stewart is so great and so comforting, and I think my favorite thing about it is usually like, how do I put this, like a lot of the conflicts like surround or are caused by or affected by like the protagonists in the stories, right? But James Stewart's character Elwood P. Dowd, um, the chaos is like happening around him. Like Elwood is like the center of the storm. He's very calm, like he's very much unbothered. He's so friendly and like kind, like to everyone. And all of the conflict and tension is has to do with everyone else around him, like his sister and his niece like want him put away because it happens in, what is it, like the 40s or 50s or something like that. So people looking at him, talking to like an imaginary like 6-foot rabbit is really unsettling to them. And like, so like Elwood's sister and niece want him put away because it's like affecting their social life. The people in the sanitarium are trying to get him in because it's like, oh, there's obviously something wrong with you, right? But Elwood just kind of reminds them like, it's better to be like kind, right? There's also themes of like imagination and playfulness, and yeah, it's better to be kind than to like follow the status quo, to how do I say it, kind of like fall in line with like what society's like expectations and things like that. So I love it. It's cozy, it's very comforting, especially everything going on in the world, right? Last favorite movie, this is more like, this isn't a movie that I watch all the time, but when I do watch it, it's like, holy shit, it's a good movie. And it is City of God, which is like the exact opposite of like Charlie Brown and Harvey, right? Like if you've seen it, it's a harsh movie, but it's so beautifully done. Like the storytelling, the cinematography, the editing, my god, it's so good. Like you have to watch it if you haven't watched it. Like if you can handle it, I recommend it. Follow-up question would be favorite TV shows. What are my favorite TV shows right now? It's Abbott Elementary. It's just so well written. I love it so much. I love what Quinta's doing. My favorite character is Ava. I love her character's arc is so great. I love where she is right now. I'm on season 4. Like I'm not watching it on the streaming or like TV. I don't have any streaming services right now. So I rely on the public library to get my seasons of Abbott, and they're only up to season 4 right now. So you can spoil it for me. I don't care. I'm not precious about that. Next question. What's my go-to snacks? If I'm being bad, it's gonna be like hot Cheetos and Oreos. Don't judge. It's really good. Have it in the same bite. You're gonna like it. If I'm being good, it's just a basic like veggie tray with like ranch dip, but not it's gotta be a certain kind of ranch. Like I don't like that like mayonnaise-y, tangy kind of like ranch dip. That's a little bit more watery. I like the thicker kind. I don't know what brand it is. I know, I look at it, I'm like, no, or yeah. If you could switch lives with any celebrity, who would it be? My question to your question would be, can they be dead? If so, I think I would pick Eartha Kitt. I think she's awesome. Like whenever I'm like on Pinterest or like social media, I see like quotes from her, interviews and things like that, and it's like, I don't know, she seems like a woman that's like figured out life, figured out what's important, and is living her best life completely unbothered. And that's something that I would love for myself. And I want to see, like, she talked a lot about, like, I'd rather own land, I own land, I don't care about diamonds. And I'm like, okay. It's like, let me see this land. What do you got? Like, so I'd like to spend a day as her, just checking out, all these beautiful areas that she's probably owned. If you could learn a new skill instantly, what would it be? It would be how to build houses, carpentry, electrical, plumbing, like the whole thing. I would really love to do that. My thing that I like following on social media is people like fixing up their houses, doing DIY and things like that. I'm really into it. Personally, I say that I want it, but like in my heart, all I want is like enough money to pay someone else to do it. I get really stressed out. Like I have had to do like some things like around the house like myself, and it stresses me out. I don't like it. I think I'm more stressed because it's like the thing of like, oh, if I screw this up, like I don't have them, like I didn't have the money to have someone do this for me in the first place. So if I screw it up, I'm like I don't like it. It stresses me out. I like painting. I'll paint. I'll do DIY like crafts and decorations. But like opening up walls, redoing framing. Oh, I don't even like plumbing. It hurts my hands. I don't like it. I just I had to replace a what do you call it? A water valve under my sink. A couple months ago, I fucked up my finger. It didn't break or anything, but I definitely like damaged a nerve, and it took like 2 months for it to stop feeling numb. like my finger just went back to normal recently. So yeah. Next question. If you won the lotto, what would you do first? I think like most people in this like situation right now, pay off debt, fix up my car, right? Like the basic necessities like to get me out of survival. Filling my pantry, repairing things around the house. But like once that's like all taken care of, like I would like to buy a house and like fix it up. Like I'm not looking for anything like fancy, right? I'm not looking for like Newport Beach like level like homes, like just a decent house that doesn't need a whole lot of fixing, that I can like decorate and do a little remodeling. I'd love to have a pool. My grandma had one like growing up. I'd go visit her in like San Bernardino over the summers, which is like, why? Because she had a pool and I loved her. It was always a good time. I would love to have a pool again someday. I hear they're high maintenance, but if I just had that kind of money, yeah, I want a pool. I guess, what is the size of like the lottery winnings that I have? Like once all the basics are taken care of, I would actually really love to just start filming my own movies. Like not even like short films. Like I would want to do like my own features. Like I have like, what is it, like a script or two that I would like to finish. Because if writers know, you have more than one writing project going on that you're like rotating through, right? So I've got like 2 or 3 like screenplays that I would love to see made into feature films. That's what I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to manifest like how can I make money to where I can get myself and my family out of like the survival status and like just start using it to film my own stuff. Like I've already come from the micro budget like world, so it's like I'm not looking to do like a huge blockbuster like kind of budget thing. Like I will figure out how to make do with what I have and find these workarounds. But yeah, I would love to start filming more feature length stuff and just throw it up on here, or I don't know, use that money to make more money just to like help spread it around, right? All right, I'm running out of steam. It's also getting really hot. I need a shower. Okay. Second last question. What am I doing right now? I'm doing a lot of art walk events. My partner and I, we do block printing. We print on patches, paper. We do monotypes. We do cyanotypes, which are like sun prints. We also do like pins. I do coloring books, zines. We're big into zines, and we take all that and we sell them at art walks. What do I have tomorrow? We've got the Long Beach Art Walk at Retro Row. I don't think this is gonna. I'm not gonna post this in time, so catch me next month. What else? We have OC Zine Fest coming up in Anaheim. That is August. So I think it's the second Saturday of August or something like that. I gotta double check. But I am on a zine crunch. I'm on an art crunch. I'm submitting a piece of art to the Frida Cinemas, Camp Frida. Last art show they had was John Waters themed. I loved what I did. My piece ended up selling. Yay! I'll show it at some point. What else? Oh, I want to start a mail club for my Mary Mads story. Basically, taking what I posted on Instagram, doing a lot of like graphic design layout to it, making it look really nice and spiffy, like a zine style. So it's something that you can hold, and I want to throw in a bunch of art with it because it's like I feel weird. It's like, oh, I already posted the stories like on Instagram, and like you're just like buying a paper version. But no, like I want to throw in some like mystery items and like some extra zine stories and like non-canon like comics and things like that, and like maybe throwing in like an audio recording, like QR code that you can just like listen to it. Because I think I'm funny. I think I have fun with my audio recordings for that. So I hope you enjoy it if you're interested. I think I'm gonna throw those up here too. And final question. Why am I not allowed in some bars? Well, one day I was just hanging out at home and my boyfriend comes up to me and he's like, got like a look on his face, and he's like, your kind is not allowed in some bars. And I'm like, what are you talking about, women? And he's like, no, Aries. So I'm not allowed in some bars because I'm an Aries. And apparently we start fights. But I say we don't start them, we finish them. And I looked at my boyfriend like, he didn't think it was cute. He didn't think it was that cute. All right, I'm out of energy. If you watch this all the way through, I love you. Thank you so much for sticking around. Like, subscribe, do the things, because your girl does not want to get a regular job anymore. It's wild out here. And all it takes is playing my video, watching it till like the end. You don't even have to be in the room. You just play it. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what else you'd like to, any questions you have, anything you'd like to see, you're curious about. Nothing weird, no nudity. Don't be weird, okay? Till next time.